Hello and welcome guys to another video where we talk about carbon markets, carbon credit investing and everything that has to do with carbon. If you enjoy content like this, then make sure to like and subscribe. Today we're going to look about indirect ways to invest in carbon. We're going to talk about green energy ETFs. I thought this would be a fun topic to explore because this is a way to profit from carbon price from the low carbon economy without directly buying carbon credits or investing in carbon. Again, this is no financial advice and I'm not sponsored by anything that I show in this video. I just find the topic interesting. So if we look at the most popular green energy ETFs, we have the iShares Global Clean Energy ETF, First Trust NASDAQ Clean Edge Green Energy Index Fund, Invesco WilderHill Clean Energy ETF, ALPS Clean Energy ETF, SPDR S&P Kensho Clean Power ETF. As always, I will put the details in the description below, so check it out if you're interested. So what is inside these ETFs? If you look at the iShares Global Clean Energy ETF, that is the biggest of the 5. The sector allocation is different from platform to platform, how they classify it. So you see here a lot of oil and gas companies, but it was very different depending on each platform that you look at. But we can see that it's quite top heavy, that the big investments in the top 10 companies, and a lot of them are classic green energy companies, solar companies, not so heavy on US companies. If we look at the price, we can see that it is about the same as it was 1 year ago. And we have to note that the ETF pays a small dividend. The next one is First Trust NASDAQ Clean Edge Green Energy. So this one is also very top heavy, big investments in the top 10 companies. Also US heavy. This has Tesla in it, so more technology company, but otherwise also a lot of green energy as expected. If we look at the price, this one is a bit higher than it was 1 year ago. So it peaked in the winter of 2020 and is now again moving upwards. And it pays a very, very small dividend. Invesco WilderHill Clean Energy ETF. This one is much more spread out, not so top heavy, a lot of smaller investments. This ETF is also very much US focused. This one has a slight loss for the year, but pays the biggest dividend of all the ETFs. Number 4 is ALPS Clean Energy ETF. This one is a bit more top heavy than the last one. And this one is very much US based, or to say it more easily, North America based, so US and Canada. So a lot of solar power, a lot of wind power, electric vehicles, and more focused on North America. This ETF is basically at the same price that it was a year ago, again peaking in the winter of 2020. And this stock pays a dividend of 0.61%. The last one is SPDR S&P Kensho Clean Power ETF. Again, not so top heavy as the other ones. This one again, I would say in the middle of top heaviness. A lot of smaller companies also as well. And also very United States, North America heavy, with most companies being in North America. So the price is a bit higher than it was 1 year ago. And it pays a dividend of 0.88%. When we compare the performance of all the ETFs against each other, we can see that the First Trust NASDAQ Clean Edge Green Energy Index Fund performed the best, followed by the Kensho Clean Power ETF and the ALPS Clean Energy ETF. These ones were positive for the year, and iShares Global Clean Energy ETF, Invesco WilderHill Clean Energy ETF had a slight loss year over year. So you can see the graphs look very similar, just in the end some performed better than others. So the question is, will energy companies peak again in the winter like they did in 2020? Maybe this has to do with rising energy prices, but you'll have to decide that for yourself. Again, all details and ISN numbers in the description. Is there anything in the clean energy space that you are looking at? Let me know in the comment section. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.